Today, Kevin is going to be opening this box. We have 2 boxes from the Honey Baked Ham Company. It's honeybaked.com. So, Courtney decided to order us a whole Thanksgiving dinner from Honey Baked Ham. What I did not know is that you can order this online. You can actually go to honeybaked.com and you can have Thanksgiving dinner delivered to your house. And go ahead. And so we actually have a Honey Baked Ham location in Lexington, Kentucky. And so when Courtney said she was ordering Thanksgiving dinner for us from Honey Baked Ham, I thought, oh, she's ordering it in Lexington and somebody's going to drive it over here to our house because we live in Winchester. No, that is not the case. They actually ship from Honey Baked. And so like the ham and the turkey, they're fully cooked, but because I checked their website, they're fully cooked. But what the deal is you have to wait a certain amount of time. There's your stuffing, country cornbread stuffing.
You know what though? This is not on dry ice.
No.
Those ice things were just regular ice packs, so this is not that hard frozen.
No, but it still tells you, yeah, it still tells you how long you have to wait. This is savory gravy. But I went to their website and it does tell you exactly how long you need to wait before you can make it. This is green bean casserole. And that's the ham. And then this is the turkey.
And they are fully cooked.
Yes, fully cooked and ready to go. So was there any paperwork in that one?
No.
Okay, so I'm assuming the instructions, maybe, that is a nice color. I'm assuming the instructions will be in the next box then? So we'll see.
Maybe.
We'll see.
They tell you to go to the website.
Or they tell you to go to the website, or we'll just have to go to the website because they did have really good instructions on the website.
No, same.
It looks like the same thing, yeah. Okay, this is baked cinnamon apples. So this is dessert, yum. Okay, and then double cheddar macaroni and cheese. That looks amazing. I wonder if you could go in their store, like, and they have these Tuscan style broccoli.
I don't like that box is.
No, it's very light. Yeah, it must just be broccoli. Then we have a southern pecan pie.
And the rest is
and the rest is ice. So
and this is not dry ice. So that really surprised me. I mean, these are still frozen.
Right.
But it just surprised me. I guess it just needs to be kept cold.
You were expecting dry ice.
I was expecting dry ice, but it's fine the way it is.
So Courtney did think there was going to be instructions in here. There is not. So what we will do is we will go to the website and we'll look it all up, and then we will come back and let you know what we need to do with this stuff. So I brought all these over here to take a picture, which I did. You want to keep these frozen. So all of these will go in the freezer. But as far as the turkey and ham goes, there are instructions. There's instructions on these boxes, but you keep them frozen until this stuff is ready. The turkey itself, you want to thaw on a tray with the breast side up in the refrigerator for 2 to 4 days. So once it's thawed out for 2 to 4 days, you want to preheat the oven to 350, remove from bag, and place in a roasting pan, breast side up. You want to loosely cover with aluminum foil, bake for 1.5 to 2 hours or until warm. So this is fully cooked. You're basically heating it completely. The ham, they really don't want you to heat the ham or warm it up or anything like that because I think they're afraid it will take out the moisture. So what you're supposed to do is you want to place your honey baked ham on a serving tray in the refrigerator 2 to 3 days ahead of your planned serving time. Do not thaw at room temperature. For the best flavor, allow your ham to sit outside of refrigeration for 30 minutes prior to serving. You can refreeze or refrigerate. It says it can be frozen for 6 weeks or refrigerated for 7 to 10 days. So since we have to let this sit in the refrigerator for 2 to 4 days, This says 2 to 3 days. So what do you think we should go for 3 days? We'll probably, yeah, we'll go for 3 days on both of these because we want to serve them at the same time. So when we open this and put it on a plate, a serving platter, I will show you how it looks. So the first thing we're going to do for our turkey dinner is we're going to heat the turkey. The turkey is fully baked, but you need to heat it for 1.5 hours to 2 hours. So you want to prepare a baking pan and you want to preheat your oven to 375? 350. Kevin's trying to film me.
I'm trying to hold it and help. But
he's trying to film me. We don't know how much juice is going to be in here, so
there may not be any. I don't know.
There may not be any. Yeah, we don't know. We've never had a turkey like this before, so. But there's nothing to, you know, like normally I have to clean out the inside. There's usually a bag of stuff that you have to get out. There shouldn't be any of that. No, there's something in there. Oh, it's just the inside. Okay.
Yeah.
So, there is juice. But that came out really nice. So there is juice, just be prepared. So what we're gonna do is we're going to cover this with the aluminum and we're gonna put it in the oven for 2 hours, right? And just let it fully heat back up. We have all of our sides laying out, but we're gonna...
Except for the pie, that's the only thing.
Except for the pie. The pie is in the freezer, yes. So, we are gonna deal with the macaroni and cheese first because the macaroni and cheese needs to bake 5 minutes longer than any of these other things. So we've taken the turkey out, we've kept it wrapped up in the aluminum foil, haven't even peeked at it, and we do this every year for Thanksgiving anyway. So our turkey will be fully cooked, fully baked, but it still will stay hot because you're gonna leave it in the foil, and so it'll be fine. You would think it would get cold, it does not. But there's not enough room in one oven for all these things. So you have to kind of juggle it around. So what we did was, it says remove outer plastic wrap before opening. So, what we did was...
Except from the sides, because I think there's a foil on top too.
We have, our oven is going from 350 to 375. So we have changed the temperature of the oven. Now this is very important. This has 2 layers of plastic wrap. Most things don't. So you want to know this does. So take off the top wrap. And it says on here, remove tray from box, peel corner, or film to vent. Place tray on baking sheet on middle rack in the oven. Bake for 45 minutes. So I'm going to peel up the corner. Look, it even has a big part here. Peel up the corner like this, and then put it back. And I'm going to put it. We have these old cookie sheets. I'm going to put it in the oven for 5 minutes. And then we're going to be starting, I'm going to show you all the other things, but this needs a 5-minute start. So I'm going to go ahead and show you some other ones while our macaroni has a 5-minute start. This does not have any pull tab on it at all.
Yeah, some of them do.
Some of them have, boxes have pull tabs, some of them don't. This does not. So I'm just going to keep my fingers, keep my fingers crossed that I do not get a paper cut. So this one says, remove tray from box and completely remove the film. Place tray on baking sheet in center oven rack, bake for 40 minutes. So we're going to take all the plastic off of this one. So I can go right through. Of course, I didn't go through both layers, but I will. Like that, and then just pull this off completely. Okay, so there's your broccoli, your Tuscan style broccoli. Okay, and now we're going to move on to the green bean casserole. This does not have a pull tab either. it was really in there. Okay, this says remove tray from box, peel film from corner, and remove packet of crispy onions and set aside. They are actually doing things the way Kevin would do them. So when Kevin has his lunchtime review channel, he gets a lot of meals that have crispy bits on the top. And he's always saying on that channel that they should keep the crispy bits and let you put them on after because they get soggy. So that's what Honey Baked Ham is doing. They're going to let you do it so they don't get soggy. Okay, so they are actually here.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of messy. I would rather they put those on the outside of the package, personally. Because this is kind of like hard to deal with. I don't think that was well thought out. So we're gonna do this. Oh, and so you know what? There we go. I broke that. Either I broke that open or it broke open on its own. Who knows? That's okay. I just lost a couple of pieces. It's fine. So we're going to set that to the side. And then this will go in for 40 minutes with the broccoli. So now we have the apples. The apples have a pull tab. There we go. And so the apples, what did they say? It says vent the corner. So we're going to take off the top layer and then we're going to vent the corner. And then again, this is going to bake for 40 minutes. So it's...
Yeah, and then you do stuff to them after 40 minutes. None of these have been really what I'd call sealed really well on the top, are they? They're leaky.
They're leaky a little bit. Okay. Now the stuffing. And the stuffing says to completely remove the film. And it is easier to go from the top, taking this off and then dealing with the second layer than trying to go from the side, and it's easier. Okay. So we put all of our sides in the oven. This one you can either put in a pan on the stove or you can make it in the microwave. So if you want to fix it in the microwave, it's just gravy. It won't hurt it to put it in the microwave. So this is how it looks. It says, you know, I think we should just put it in the microwave.
Okay.
I was going to put it in a pan, and it says cook over medium-low heat for 10 to 15 minutes, stir until thawed. Microwave, you remove tray from box, peel corner to vent. Cook on high for 10 minutes. But you can cook it in this.
Yeah,
I'm thinking this is frozen.
Yeah.
So in order to, according to their directions, in order to cook this on the stove, this is frozen solid.
Gotta lay that
You
chunk
have
in
to
there.
somehow get this into this pan. You're going to be chipping away to get this into the pan. I'm thinking it's going to be a lot easier if we just microwave this whole thing. So,
Well, we'll probably... Yeah, we won't stick it in the
have-
microwave now, of course.
No,
but-
we will not stick it in there now, but you still have to remove this top layer. You still remove the top layer, but then we will, just know, we will be venting this and we'll put it in the microwave for 10 minutes when it's time. So our food is still in the oven, our sides, but now it's time to deal with the ham. So serving instructions: for the best flavor, allow your ham to sit outside of refrigeration for 30 minutes prior to serving. So it has been in the refrigerator just like this. This is how it was delivered to us, and we've had it in the refrigerator this whole time. So I'm going to take it out. I have a platter here. And I don't know how much juice or whatever is going to be in here, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Let's see. I think
sugar.
It is already pre-sliced. And there's a little thing in here
the
for
juice collector.
Yeah. The moisture. And so I'm going to turn this on its side and lay it on this platter.
Are you going to need my help?
I don't think so.
Because
There's juice, yes.
Yeah.
And should I get the juice and pour it in the bottom?
I don't know.
This
it's
is
just melted
this
sugar.
is some sugar. Yeah, I'm gonna put we don't want to lose any of that sugar. I'm gonna put the sugar down here. I'm assuming this will get to room temperature.
I would think so.
Okay, so we're gonna let this sit right here. Hold on, and I'll move my hand and let you get a good look at it.
It smells really good.
It smells wonderful. We're gonna let this sit right here until everything else is ready. So we're more than halfway through the baking time. This is how the macaroni and cheese looks. So you want to stir it. Yeah, it's gonna be steamy. We're trying to show you the whole process though. You know, some videos I would tell you, take it out, that we took it out and we stirred it and then what we did. This, I'm really trying to show you every step. And so now you want to recover this and then bake it an additional 18 to 20 minutes. So the green beans, you want to remove the sheet completely. And we're gonna stir these. And then we're gonna add our packet of the crispy onions to the top. Okay, so there's that, and here's the crispy onions. And I've had these just sitting out the whole time that this has been in. Okay, and then the broccoli, we're just gonna stir this. And these are both gonna go back in for an additional 15 to 20 minutes. So these are the apples, and you want to pull this back. And you want to stir, it's completely liquid. It's very, very thick. And you want to replace the film cover, and we're gonna put this back in the oven for an additional 15 minutes. So this is how it looks once it's baked. I just took the film cover off the top, haven't stirred it again or anything. Those are your apples, and this is your stuffing. This is your macaroni and cheese, and I just peeled that film cover off of it. That's how it looks. And then we have the green bean casserole and the broccoli, and I have, you probably hear the microwave in the background, I have the microwave going now. So the ham, Kevin is going to show you how he's going to cut it.
Yeah, it's spiral slice, so it's already sliced for you, but you know, who wants to slice it off the actual ham itself?
It has a bone, and so you can slice around the bone. They tell you to slice it whichever way you want to slice it. And this is a lot easier to have just a half a slice on the plate. This is how we usually do ours when we make a ham anyway.
Yeah, just like that.
So now we want to show you how the turkey looks. We have kept it wrapped the entire time.
Well, looks nice.
Yeah, it's a very pretty turkey. Now, this will be interesting to see how you plan to... All right. Is it too hot for you to do that? The steam is rolling off of it. Tons of juice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was worried about it being dry.
So Kevin is going to carve the turkey. He's going to just
butcher this turkey.
He's going to cut us just a couple of slices. Enough for us to give it a good try.
Yeah.
bit different. Normally I give you calories as we go along for everything. Because there's so much to try, I did take a picture of each individual box. There will be pictures of the ingredients, the nutritional information, all that at the very end of the video.
Plus up pictures of each individual thing.
Yes, if you're interested, get ready to pause at the end and then you can find out the calories. So, what do you want to try the turkey first or the ham?
Whatever.
Let's do the ham.
I was going to say, honey baked ham is known for their ham, so I'm going to eat a lot with my fingers, just to let you know.
We aren't fancy. It has a smokiness to it.
It does. Yeah, like it's been like smoked outside.
Yes. And it's a smoke, it's not like the imitation smoke that you get in potato chips or something like that.
Right.
This is actually, it's like it's been in a room and smoked.
It probably has been a smoke.
Like genuine, like from the grill, like smoked.
Yeah. It's really nice. It's just know that if you don't like cold ham, you can heat this up a little bit in the oven for like, what was it, 5 minutes or 10 minutes?
They really don't want you
to. They really
heat
are saying for the best experience, do not heat it up.
Yes.
But I know some people in our family don't like cold ham.
No.
And they always throw it in the
They
microwave
want it
and heat it
heated,
up.
yes.
So,
but that
I like it.
the slices are a very nice thickness. So if you wanted to add these, after the meal, everybody always has meat left, or we always do. These would be great to put on a biscuit or a sandwich. You could dice it up and add it to scrambled eggs, which we've done before, omelets.
Just know it's a country ham. A city ham, not a country ham.
Yes, a city ham doesn't have all the salt.
Yeah.
The country ham has a lot. It's very salty.
Yeah.
So normally for our Thanksgiving and Christmas, we buy a country ham. The city ham like this, we usually have for Easter.
Right, exactly.
And that's just how we grew up in our area. I don't know if everybody in our area does that.
Well, some people don't like country ham.
Some people don't like all that saltiness, but this is a really nice smoked ham.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Okay, so now we're trying the turkey.
Yeah, I was pulling the leg off because I wanted some of the dark meat too.
Are you gonna try it by itself?
Without gravy or anything?
Well, I know I'm getting gravy. The gravy's nice.
Turkey's not bad.
I'm usually not I usually don't use gravy at all, but I really do like the flavor of this gravy.
It's a very savory, like seasoned gravy. Yep, that's nice.
And when we do have gravy, it's just very basic.
Yeah.
It's a lot of butter and turkey juice and salt and pepper.
Mostly butter.
I think the turkey is perfectly cooked. It's not dry. I have had drier for sure. It's not quite as moist as mine.
No.
But I think it's a good mid-range.
Yeah, and if you've got the gravy to go with it, it's fine.
I think the gravy is perfect for that turkey. It really does have a nice flavor. Now, you are used to eating the gravy from, let's say, KFC. Does that
completely different?
Okay, completely. Oh, so I don't know. I don't eat that.
Yeah,
so.
It's completely different. This is a gravy. It's a savory. Turkey gravy. It's not like a chicken gravy like they use.
Okay.
It's really good.
I'm moving on to the dressing.
I still like the dark meat better than the white meat.
Do you?
Move my knife out of the way. This is the dressing, the stuffing, or whatever. That was the only part that worried me.
They're calling it stuffing. See, I don't consider this stuffing.
It's not in the
It's not in the turkey. It was not stuffed in the turkey, so I don't call this stuffing. I call this dressing. To me, this is dressing. If it was in the turkey, then that would be different.
I have to be honest with you. I was worried about this part because it looked really dry, but it's not.
It's good.
This is a bread stuffing.
Yes, but I really do like it.
Not like cornbread stuffing.
I like the pieces, the cubes, the little hunks of bread. I love the amount of onion. There is definitely some sage.
some celery in there.
Yeah, some celery. I'm getting sage though.
Yeah. Did you put gravy over yours?
Just a hair.
I did too.
Because
it adds a lot of moisture to it.
I'm not a gravy person, but I do love it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And normally I would have the turkey and the dressing together, so I'm going to get a bite like that too.
Oh, yeah.
I always have the turkey and the dressing in one bite. Okay, here we go.
We don't need no knives. Just cut it with your fork.
I think that's delicious.
Yeah, it's nice. It's definitely different than what we make.
It's different than what we make.
But it's good.
Our recipe's on the channel if you're interested, but we make cornbread dressing. I really do think this is delicious though, and it has all the classic flavors of dressing that you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for the bread itself or the cornbread, whatever, but you're also looking for that onion, the celery, and the sage. Mm-hmm. And this has it all.
And they didn't go overboard on the sage either, so.
We did not add salt and pepper to anything.
No, literally we're trying it straight out of the container.
Yes, so with my dressing, I always add salt and pepper. This, I did not put anything on.
Let's do the macaroni and cheese.
Okay, macaroni and cheese.
The green beans scare me a little bit. Oh, that's a nice macaroni. It doesn't taste like the powdery macaroni.
No.
The powdered packet is what I mean.
What I was worried about was when we took it out and I had to stir it. It was really, there was still a lot of liquid in it. But
it thickened up by the time you took it out the second time.
Yes, by the time you end up with the full bake, it ends up being perfect. Yep. Now, is that my favorite macaroni and cheese? No, it's not.
It tastes like frozen macaroni and cheese.
It does. It really does. We make our own macaroni and cheese. We've done the most recent recipe we did of macaroni and cheese was Snoop Dogg's, and I did not do it exactly like he did it, but the way that we did it was absolutely phenomenal, and I would make it again.
It made more of a cheese sauce than
it was absolutely wonderful. Well, he apparently really does add nutmeg to his, right. And people say that makes a big difference. I did not add it, but I loved it just the way it was. Yeah. This is nice macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's nice for a frozen macaroni and cheese, but it's not one that I'm like, oh, that's the best macaroni and cheese. Yeah. Okay, let's do the green beans.
That's fine. These look. The reason I say they don't look appealing to me is they're very long. First of all, and they look like they've been blanched, not like cooked.
Oh no, they feel soft.
No. I like green beans when they've been cooked to an inch of their life, so where they're literally about to go, I give up.
Where there's no more vitamins.
There's no more nutritional value in them at all. That's how I like my green beans. These are a little more raw than I personally like them, but I do have to say they're not bad.
They're a little crisp for me too, but I think
you really get that green flavor.
Mm-hmm, you do. But they taste like green beans, but you get a little bit of a seasoning in there with them.
Yeah.
And not anything hot or anything like that. I like them. I think they're good. Again, not my favorite, but I think they're good.
I don't hate them. Let's put that way.
Okay, now we have the broccoli. And I'm going to eat this broccoli because the other broccoli has touched the apples and it might skew my bite. All right.
It definitely has a different seasoning to it. Well, first of all, I can tell you right now, I'm used to broccoli with cheese. Like lots of cheese. Mm-hmm. That's got a little spice to it.
Well, it's Tuscan style.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
That has a very different flavor than I'm used to.
No, I like it though.
And I don't think I've got a description of those either. I don't.
There might be a description on the box. Mm-hmm. Now, let's see. Can you reach that? It has a really nice seasoning to it.
This is ready to roast. It's Tuscan style broccoli tossed with lemon, garlic, olive oil, and Parmesan cheese. The Parmesan cheese and the lemon is what I'm getting.
I think it's nice. It's very nice. It's very different than what we have.
It's a lot different than that picture.
We have the most unhealthy version of, we make broccoli casserole, and it's just the most unhealthy version of broccoli you can have, but it's absolutely phenomenal. It's just broccoli and lots of Velveeta cheese and Ritz crackers on top, crushed on top, but it's wonderful. Okay.
Last thing is the apples.
And then after all this, we still are going to be trying a pie. So the video will not be over after this.
Yeah, we do have our oven right now on 400 degrees.
Yeah, it's ready. Because normally pies take a lot longer to bake. This one doesn't. This is a surprise. So we'll be showing you that in just a minute. Oh, wow.
I do like those. They're very, very, very soft.
Oh, well, I think they're wonderful.
That's your kind of apple.
How is this not considered a dessert?
I know. Those are very, very sweet. They're not.
Put a little crumble on top.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're
gosh.
not caramel apples, so they don't have a caramel flavor, but they do have that
It's
kind of that
cinnamon.
apple pie kind of flavor. Yeah. Not quite apple pie, but it's very similar. But it's softer than an apple pie too.
I could just eat those straight
Just the
up
apples.
out of the ball.
They're very, very good.
That reminds me of when my mom, when I was a kid, used to make applesauce. And she would heat it up on the stove, and she would put a little bit of cinnamon and all kinds of mini marshmallows and stir it until heat it until the marshmallows melt. Wonderful. And she considered that a side dish. And it's like, this is dessert. But it was the easiest thing to make ever. So, I'm really happy. My favorite thing here, I want to hear your favorite thing too. My favorite, besides the meat, I think the meat's really good.
Yeah.
As far as like a side dish, I'm really impressed with that. They're calling it stuffing. I'm impressed with that and the apples. Those are my two favorite things.
The apples are for sure the sweetest. I mean, who could go wrong with apples unless you just don't like apples?
Unless you don't like apples, right?
Yeah, I'm like you. If the ham for sure is one of the top items. The turkey is okay for me. It's okay. The ham's really good though. I like the dressing as well. I do like the stuffing. I could see where it could go both ways though, because I could see where it could be really dry and like really dried out. So just if you.
But it wasn't.
It isn't though.
Yeah.
But it could. I could see where it could get that way because I've had meals like this that had the little cubes.
Right.
I think it dry as can be, and you can't eat them. Just be careful when you're doing your oven not to let it go too long.
Yes. So we're going to sit here and then we're going to finish our meal, enjoy it, get more if we want. But then we'll be back to show you the pecan pie. So now for dessert, we have the Southern pecan pie. It is fully baked, made with brown sugar, fresh eggs, and whole pecans. And so when you open the box, there's no tape or anything on it. This is how it's packaged. So it's very nice. And we, like Kevin told you, we do have our oven preheated to 400 degrees. And what you want to do is you want to remove the frozen pie from the carton and remove the overwrap, which is all this plastic. You want to heat it for 10 to 15 minutes and let it cool. So we will probably put ours in for, what do you think, 12 minutes?
Yeah, that's
Probably 12 minutes. I do have a cookie sheet here. I'm just going to lay it on there just in case anything runs over. But we'll be back in about 12 minutes. So you are supposed to get 8 pieces, and that is normally what I get out of a pie anyway, is especially the size. This is a traditional size pie, and so we're going to get 8 pieces. Right now I'm just going to cut some for this review. That way you don't have to wait on me to cut it all. And that is how that looks. Okay, we are ready for some pecan pie. It looks, yes, it looks wonderful. Yeah, Kevin always looks forward to pecan pie.
The baking directions said, let it sit out and cool off and stuff. We really haven't let it sit for very long.
No. No, it said let it completely cool before slicing. It didn't get boiling hot to begin with, because normally this type of pie needs to bake for an hour. This didn't. Are you getting coconut?
There's definitely something in there, but I don't necessarily identify coconut. But there's definitely a different seasoning in there that I'm using.
No, it's not a seasoning. It's a texture.
No.
I would swear there was coconut.
No, I think they've used a different spice in there than I'm used to. Or maybe it's the crust. Let me try the crust.
The crust is different. The crust is very different.
I like it. But did you try some from the bottom? It's got a little saltiness to it. It's almost like it would be a pot pie crust.
Yes, it doesn't, to me,
It's kind of salty.
to me, I'm not crazy about the crust, honestly. It almost tastes like it's been like deep fried. Like the crust, it's been like,
Oh, like it's greasy or oily.
well, no. It's almost like you've used a deep fryer to make your tater tots and your French fries and all that, and your chicken that you want extra crispy, and then they use the same grease to make the pie. It's like it's like you said. It's not like it's for a sweet pie.
I do like it though.
I do like it too, and I think it has plenty of pecans on it.
Pecans are really
I don't
good.
like the crust. I do like the pie.
I mean, eat the pie and crust together. It's not too awfully bad, but it is a little different.
Right. We had to pause the video because I keep getting the texture of coconut. I mean, it's there 100%. So I got the box and I'm looking in the ingredients. Toasted coconut.
And it's in the top like 6 or 7
Yes.
ingredients.
So you have corn syrup, wheat flour, eggs, sugar, pecans, palm oil, water, and then toasted coconut.
And I told Tammy right as she was looking for the box, I said, you know what? I am getting the texture of that now. I was eating it so fast while ago, I couldn't get the texture. Now I actually am getting a little piece of coconut.
100%. So I don't.
Which that's different too.
I don't think I have ever had a pecan pie ever that has coconut. They could honestly call it a coconut pecan pie.
Yeah. I don't really taste the coconut as a standout flavor, but that may be influencing
texture.
it may also be an influence in the flavor a little bit too, because I've said it's different. Yeah. It's good. I like it.
I do really like it.
I like a traditional and better, but
I don't think it's quite as sweet.
no,
Because it doesn't
it's
have
not
all that goo.
syrupy sweet, like the goo in our normal ones. That's what we call that sugary part, is the goo.
It's the goo. I do think it is delicious.
Yeah,
I would
it's
eat
good.
it again.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not crazy about the crust, I would totally eat this pecan pie again. I like it with the addition of the coconut. I really like that texture.
It's different. Yeah.
So, really nice dessert. That was wonderful after a big meal. So what do we need to know about this?
First thing I wanted to say is all these, keeping track of everything, we kind of know when we've been doing Thanksgiving dinner for years on our own, we kind of know when things need to go in, when needed to come out and stuff like that. This is all different, all written out on boxes and stuff. I almost wish they'd given you a sheet like I made up of times and oven temperatures. I literally wrote it all down on a piece of paper so I could keep track of all of it.
He made a cheat sheet.
I made a cheat sheet. I put the oven temperatures, I put the times, I put little arrows and said, okay, it goes in for 40 minutes. Then you take it out and you do something else and you put it in for another 15 to 17 minutes. I made like a little sheet. And we actually went back and added whether you remove the plastic once you stir it or if you just stir it and replace the plastic.
Yes, because some of them you take the plastic off at the get-go. Some of it you don't.
Yeah.
This takes, you just need to know it takes some planning.
Yeah, just kind of got to plan it out a little bit. And it's not hard. It's just something, it's an extra step you wouldn't necessarily do if you're making it like you have for years. What do you want me to read on here? You want me to read the description of what they say?
Yeah, sure.
This is from the website. So this is we got 2 pieces. So Courtney ordered us 2 pieces. She ordered us the Thanksgiving dinner, and then she ordered something there they called, it's an add-on. They didn't call it anything. It's just an add-on for the dinner, like a sides add-on. So the Thanksgiving dinner was $164.99. That's at the time I'm looking it up. That's how much it was on the website. So it says, please everyone with the Thanksgiving dinner. That's a weird way of wording that. Prepared at peak freshness, our meals are packaged with all the flavor of a traditional holiday dinner. Guests have a choice. It's really weirdly written. Our hand-selected bone-in ham half, so that is a half of a ham. Slow smoked for up to 24 hours, so it is smoked. Because you said it tasted smoky, it is smoked. And they're flavorful oven-roasted whole turkey. These classes are paired with green bean casserole, country cornbread stuffing. It said cornbread, so I didn't get that grittiness from the stuffing.
I didn't either.
It was more bread stuffing to me, but they're saying cornbread.
Well, it was like little pieces of croutons.
Yeah,
that's what it came across as, is little croutons.
But normally, even in cornbread stuffing, when it's those little croutons, they're gritty.
No, they weren't gritty to me. They were just nice and crunchy.
And the savory gravy. So you get the ham, the bone-in half. It's about 9 pounds. You get the whole roasted turkey, which is an 11 to 13 ounce turkey. You get green bean casserole, which
11 to 13 ounce turkey.
11 to 13 pound turkey.
Yeah.
I was looking at the next line down. Green bean casserole is 24 ounces. The stuffing was 22 ounces, and this gravy was 20. You got 24 ounces of gravy. You got more gravy than you did stuffing. That's funny. Sorry.
It is.
And then the add-on was like a pack. So you got the Tuscan style broccoli, the double cheddar mac and cheese, the double, it's only twice, cinnamon apples, and the southern pecan pie. That was $69.99 for just that set of sides. And like I said, it includes the broccoli, the macaroni and cheese, the cinnamon apples, and the pie. And it was the total, if you add up my two prices, it was $234.98.
But Courtney sent me the invoice, and Courtney paid, her subtotal was $234.98. Shipping was $47. She did get a discount of $40. I don't know.
I signed up for an email or something.
Right, so she did get a discount of $40, but Courtney's total for
with shipping
for this Thanksgiving dinner was $241.98. That is how much Courtney paid.
So basically, she got the coupon was free shipping, basically.
Yes.
It basically covered the shipping cost.
Yes, which she should get free shipping after spending that much money.
Well, it came in, you saw 2 big boxes, but it did not have dry ice. It had just cold packs, just ice packs.
Yeah, so they don't.
They had a lot of ice packs, but it was just ice packs.
Yeah, so they don't, like, dry ice costs more, so they did not use dry ice.
It also hard freezes your stuff.
Yeah, and you don't want that to happen. So I don't blame them for not using it.
Anything you want to talk about?
Oh.
I can go into other things I found that was also interesting.
Yep.
So I was looking at their other meals. They have a ham and cheesecake sampler.
Oh.
You get a ham and a sampling of cheesecake. It's $144.99. You get 3 slices of vanilla, turtle, strawberry, and hot fudge cheesecakes.
You know, that is the typical cheesecake sampler that you see everywhere.
Turtle,
those
strawberry,
are usually the flavors you get. And you can buy those from Aldi, Meijer, Kroger, Walmart. They all have a cheesecake sampler. It's probably the same cheesecake.
So if you think about it that way, it's $144.99 for the ham and the cheesecake. I didn't look and see how big the ham was, though. But the bone-in ham is, just by the ham itself, is $94.99 to $112.99, depending on how much it weighs.
Okay.
So adding the cheesecake is adding another, potentially $45 to it.
That's a lot for a cheesecake
That's a lot for a
sampler.
cheesecake
That's
sampler.
a little expensive for a cheesecake sampler.
It's only 12 slices, too. So.
Yeah, I think you could do better elsewhere as far as that goes.
They also have boneless hams. So if you want to bone in, you can do boneless. By itself, the bone-in ham is $119.99, or you can get a half of boneless.
Boneless.
You get a half of boneless ham for $82.99. The dinner included the macaroni and cheese, the ham, the rum cake sampler, but you get 4 4-ounce cakes, and they look like the little rum cakes that we've got.
The Tortuga?
Yeah, they look like those little bundt cake things. They have the winter dinner, which is $164.99. It's ham, the cheesy potatoes au gratin potatoes, the green bean casserole, cinnamon apples, and a red velvet cake.
That's nice.
And then they also have a sweet potato souffle if you want to add that. There was another one with that. They also sell barbecue pork roast, and ribs.
Oh, cool, and ribs. Okay.
The pork roast is $52.99. The ribs, which you get 2 full racks of barbecue ribs for $71.99. Brisket for $84.99, and they have a 3-pound pot roast for $52.99.
That's interesting that they have all that.
They got tons of desserts. Real quick,
Okay.
they got a lemon cake. It's $49. I didn't write down the price for everything, but they have a lemon cream cake for $49. Carrot cake, a triple chocolate, a coconut cream cake, a cinnamon walnut coffee cake, blueberry coffee cake, and then the cheesecake sampler, which by itself is $49.
I think that's a really good selection of desserts.
It is very expensive.
Very expensive.
The cheapest dessert they have is $31.99.
Well, how much? Okay, so if I just wanted to order my turkey from Honey Baked Ham because it's fully cooked, all we did, you saw, we took it out, put it in a pan for 2 hours in the oven. It's done. You don't have to do anything about it. All your relatives would think you know how to cook if you don't. Although a turkey's not hard to cook, let me tell you.
Well, people make it hard.
People make it hard. It does not need to be hard.
I'm guessing that this price, they didn't say, I'm guessing it's for the same size turkey we got, which is 11 to 13 pounds.
Okay.
The turkey by itself is $79.99.
Okay, so $79.99.
Or you can buy just the turkey breast cooked for $56.99.
Okay, so I have two things to tell you. Number one, I will tell you that when we make our own, and when we buy we wait until they go on sale for, I don't know, they're like
right around 50 cents a piece. Let's say
it's cheaper than that, but it's 50 cents a pound. It's cheaper than 50 cents a pound. So we get a huge.
Sometimes they're down to 44 cents.
Oh, we get them when they're dirt cheap, but we get a massive.
They're 20 pounds or heavier.
Yeah, so this turkey was a good size, but ours is like this big. And we only paid like, what, $20 or something for that?
It's not much.
Okay, so
a 20-pound turkey at 50 cents is only going to be like $12.
So if you make it yourself, of course it's going to be cheaper. But let me put this into perspective if you think this is too expensive. I saw an ad for Popeyes. Popeyes is charging $100 for a turkey.
Just the turkey.
Just the turkey, no sides, just the turkey. They're charging you $100 for a fully baked turkey delivered to your front door, and I don't know if it's extra for shipping or not. I know they want $100 for that turkey, so this is cheap compared to that.
I don't know how big theirs is, but
no, but I'm just saying $100. That's a lot of money for a turkey. I've never spent $100 on a turkey in my life.
No.
I can buy 2 or 3 turkeys. You
could literally get 4 or 5 turkeys.
Yes.
When they go on sale.
Yeah, when they go on sale, they usually don't put a limit on them. Sometimes they put a limit of 2. But there have been years where I have bought 2 so that I can make one for Christmas and one for Easter or Thanksgiving and Easter or something like that. But what do you think? What are your overall thoughts?
I like the ham a lot. The turkey for me was just turkey. It wasn't anything special. It wasn't bad. It wasn't better.
Exceptional.
Yeah.
It wasn't any better because it came from Honey Baked Ham. It didn't make it an exceptional turkey. It was still just a turkey.
And if you think about it, even the ham had a smoky flavor. The turkey did not have any kind of a smoky flavor.
No, it didn't have any flavor at all. No. So it's just a turkey.
It's just a turkey. So do I think the turkey's a little expensive compared to what we're willing to make it on our own though?
Right.
It's way expensive.
So do you
but if you
think
don't want to make it on your own, then I think it's okay. My problem is some of the sides were kind of just mediocre for me.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I'm really picky about macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, if you want to see what
I'm really picky about macaroni and cheese, and this would not be my choice. Like if I saw this again, I would skip it. I would not eat it at all.
Right. And the green beans,
it's just not for me.
Green beans, I didn't like. The broccoli, I didn't really care for either.
The broccoli, I'm going to want to keep making ours with lots of Velveeta and Ritz crackers.
And to be honest with you, we don't make green bean casserole. We just make green beans in a pan.
We did the video about green bean casserole.
But we don't make it.
But we don't make it every year traditionally. No, it's not something we do.
No, we literally just heat up a can of green beans. And it's perfectly fine.
Yeah. But I love the apples.
The apples were really
apples were delicious.
Well,
now, are they any
the
better?
The gravy was good too.
Than any other baked apple I've had. I've had baked apples before.
Yeah.
They taste exactly the same.
Yeah.
So these,
the stuffing is good.
It's good.
But it's no different than if you were to go buy Stouffer's stovetop stuffing, the bags.
Right.
Yeah.
I like, as far as like, would I do this again? I like us making Thanksgiving dinner. I like our stuff better. And if you've been doing this for over 30 years, you're going to like your food better too. I think that's just
I think your family's probably gonna like
your family's
cooking
gonna
better.
like your cooking better. That's just that's the way we are. We have our traditions and our things that we like and we grow up with, and so we're used to the way we make it, and you're used to the way you make it in your area. So I think everybody is going to be happier if you can make it yourself, of course. But putting that aside, if you have to order a Thanksgiving dinner, I thought this was nice. It was nothing exceptional.
No.
But I think it's nice. You do still have to do a lot of things. You still have to make the cheat sheet. It's not like you're going to buy this and just pop everything in the oven real quick and forget about it. It's not that way.
You're kind of working.
Because you have to know the times, and you have to know when to lay things out, when to stir things, when to recover things. So there still are things that you're going to be doing. It's not like just pop it all in the oven and you're done.
I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of who would buy this, and I'm sure there's tons of you out there that buy it.
If you do buy your Thanksgiving and get it through the mail, let us know. I'd love to hear about it.
The one instance I can just think of right off the top of my head is if you, like me and you, we always do Thanksgiving.
Right.
If we got to the age to where we couldn't do all this cooking like we do,
right,
and nobody was willing to take it over for us,
right, this
might be something we would consider. However, I got two things with it. Okay. I think I would buy, if I were to go buy a Thanksgiving thing, I think I would just go buy the meat from one of these places.
And not the sides.
I
agree.
You can go buy sides from Stouffer's and all kinds of different places in the freezer aisle of the store that are going to be cheaper than this by itself.
Yes.
So that's what I personally
I love
would do.
that. I think that's a great idea.
I mean, at one time they didn't have sides in the containers, but now they have huge containers
everything.
of sides.
Yes,
you
they
can
make
buy
it
desserts
all.
and everything. The apples are probably there.
Yes.
Broccoli casserole.
You know we've come a long way when you can buy the onions already chopped and everything, and just buy the container of them. You don't even have to chop your own onions. We've come a long way. You
pay for that premium, but it's still.
They sell boiled eggs, already boiled eggs that are already deshelled. Yeah, I mean, so we've come a long way. I love that point, though. I agree with you completely.
Could be cheaper.
If you are afraid to cook your own meat or just don't want to fool with it, this would be a great place to order the meat from. But then you could buy everything else from Walmart or wherever you like to shop.
Because I don't think these sides are any better.
Including the pecan pie. Walmart, every store has their own pecan pie. Now, this is a really good pecan pie if you like coconut. But if not, then you're better off just getting it where you are. Yeah. But this was the first time we've ever had anything like this. It was fun. It's fun to try something different that we've never had before. And so we greatly, greatly appreciate Courtney funding this, sending this to us. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video. There's going to be tons of pictures for you at the end. And thanks for watching.